name is Blaze Hodson. I'm 22 years old from Australia. I'm currently studying marine biology at Griffith University on the Gold Coast. I used to suffer from chronic fatigue syndrome for over 10 years, and as a result I've lived with bad anxiety and poor physical strength. I've heard of Shaolin Kung Fu and that it may help me, and I'd love to learn some Kung Fu from many different Shaolin masters. I have a friend Bin who actually lives close by, so I'm hoping that he'll be able to help me and guide me in the right direction for this journey and to help me achieve these purposes. Yeah, so I'm in Shaolin. I'm staying at the Zen International Hotel. Yes, that sounds great. Thank you so much, Bin. I can't wait.
Zhao Bin is Brace's friend. She has come to Henan to study Kung Fu. Since she doesn't know Chinese, Zhao Bin will be her interpreter.
欢迎大家来到河南省嵩山少林寺武术馆观看功夫表演。希望今天中弟子的精彩表现，能够让您感受到少林功夫的博大精深。这个是为翻动朝阳。
It was very overwhelming, their ability, and not only what they can do physically, but you watch them and you can see that they've got this inner strength that is absolutely profound and like nothing I've ever seen before. So I'm definitely in quite a state of amazement after seeing the performance.
This is Qin Guanzheng, a young Kung Fu coach at the centre. He has been to many European countries as well as to the US. He's quite experienced in teaching foreign students. In order to find a teacher for Brace, Zhao Bin, through some of his friends, got in contact with Qin Guanzheng.
Let's go. Hi, Qin Guanzheng.
你好，
你好。This is 秦广成，
Nice to meet you.
这是我澳洲的朋友。他说他没有学过功夫，但是他小的时候学过7年的舞蹈，后来因为生病了就停了。
练功夫会很辛苦，有时候还会受伤。你做好准备了吗
Yes.
是的。
？OK。我们之前练习的是基本功，功夫的话最主要的是基本功基础要打好，以后的事情才好办。1、2、3、2、3。
As for the style, it kind of reminds me of when I used to do dancing. I think for the form, it reminds me of a dance routine, and I try to think of it as something like that because then it helps me remember it. And yeah, it definitely interests me to continue learning because I feel that there's a lot more that Kung Fu can give me to improve my life.
3、4。
There are many foreigners learning Kung Fu here. Brace is the first person Qin Guanzheng has come across that has decided to study Kung Fu to cure a disease. He has made special preparations for her class.
好，这位。
谢谢你，师傅。
立。哈。
哈。
是一个。
腰力，用力。
Use your power. Use more power.
You, ha.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Good. OK， 自己放松 ，relax。
Okay.
弓不高
Yeah.
，No。
Shaolin boxing requires plenty of strength. Jin Wancheng has found it difficult for girls to learn the various techniques. Although Shaolin Kung Fu is the best way to exercise one's will and character, a rush for quick results should be avoided. Therefore, he's decided to change his way of teaching. They start off with splits. It's too difficult for Brace.
Sorry。
Oh, that's okay. Please.
After 2 days, Brace feels wiped out and in pain.
It hurts too much.
Come on.
No deal. No.
Sorry, pardon?
Boo!
No Chinese. Come on.
She never thought it would be this hard.
This like so sore. Soire.
Chinese.
Yeah. Swore.
Come on.
Swore.
Go, go, go.
I know, it hurts.
最起码也到这儿是不是？
1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8。哎呀！
Hello, daughter.
Hi, sister.
How are you all?
How are you?
I'm feeling very sore, very exhausted. There's been so many moments where I feel like I've reached my limit and yet I get pushed even further. So I'm always, at the moment, I feel like every single muscle in my body is just aching for rest. To be able to do it without him. And
Although talking with family members makes Brace feel better, she's still anxious about the progress she's making.
Yeah.
Growing up near the Shaolin temple, Jasmine knows very well the difficulty of learning Kung Fu. To make her feel better, he has asked his father for help. Jasmine's father also practices Kung Fu.
Welcome to my home.
Thank you. Hi, nice to meet you.
My father.
Nice to
欢迎
meet
到我
you.
们家做客。
During the conversation, Jasmine's father can sense Brace's anxiety. He suggests Brace do it from her heart. She shouldn't be as impatient as Qin Guanzheng. He introduces Brace to a more seasoned teacher, a man with a more patient approach. He also suggests Brace be more confident.
Wow.
他应该是在10多岁练功，到现在恐怕有80多年了，今年93岁了。特别是对一些就是养生功方面的也是非常好的，也就是少林的内功方面，我呢可以就是介绍你呢，可以跟这个老师呢就是交流一下。
你好，师傅。I'm Blaze.
他叫 Blaze.
哦，就是一不说话听不懂。
He said he can understand English.
I know.
There are several Kung Fu masters who live near the Shaolin temple. They have practiced Kung Fu for years, which has kept them very healthy. 93-year-old Cui Shiqi is a boxing master. In his opinion, the first thing Brace should learn is to breathe correctly.
这吸气，对了，这一下就对了。
You're fine. You're doing fine.
才学就是还是
Don't worry. My sister said, don't worry. You just started. She said you do this position, practice your power. Your head, you have got enough.
现在大不里痛，知道吗？
Everyone hits me.
Sorry about that. He just trying to ask you.
After seeing Cui Shiqi, Grace feels the first thing to do is to adjust her mental attitude. When stepping onto the training ground again, she sees some new faces. They are Qin Guanzheng's students. Qin also realizes that for Grace, who doesn't possess any basic skills, he should take things slowly. He asks Grace to join in with his youth class, on the one hand to make learning more interesting, and on the other hand to show Grace how Chinese children are taught Kung Fu.
3、4、5、6、7、8。
Oh. Oh, sorry.
没事没事。1、2、3、4。放松放松。
Okay.
一个抱球，一个也是个。你给他看，一会儿老师说。比昨天好多了。
Ah!
赶紧的，啊，不赶紧练不好你是不是？ 看就对了。
Ow, please let me be. No. Oh. So now I've come to where all the Kung Fu school kids live pretty much. I think it's quite a few people per room, and I brought the kids some little koalas from Australia to put a smile on their face.
Some of the children have dreams of becoming a star, while some of them want to find a good job in the future. However, most of them just learn Kung Fu for fun. This is the way they carry on the tradition.
Ni hao. Hello. 我叫 Blaze. I brought you some koalas, some little toys from Australia.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. I think a lot of children in Australia get caught up in a lot of materialistic things. All they want to do is play with their toys and watch TV, whereas these kids just live and breathe Kung Fu, and they're the happiest children you'll find anywhere. So it's really special.
我感觉他在这挺难得的。他压腿的时候，秦教练在那给他搬腿，他刚开始还是很微笑的，像我们一般被压腿都是很严肃的，所以感觉很难得。而且他在这里跟我们玩的也很开心，跟我们在一块儿，我们也很开心。
Grace will stay in China for only a few weeks. She came to Shaolin Temple for physical and mental cultivation. Jasmine told her, apart from Kung Fu, Zen is also part of the Shaolin experience. Maybe intense inner self-cultivation is just what Grace has been looking for. Guided by Master Hailong, the abbot of the local temple, Grace has experienced meditation in a way that she had never experienced before.
So now I feel somewhat refreshed, because once you open your mind to all the bad things, then I almost feel quite uplifted, because there's nothing that I have to try and protect myself from now. That, yes, horrible things did happen when I was sick, and there was a big impact on my family. But that's the past, and the reason I came here was to improve my future. So in order to do so, I have to get in touch with the past, but I know that it was okay that those things happened, and it's made me who I am today. And now it's time to move forward.
他的表现很好，很投入。通过今天这种体验，他完全可以把过去所做的一切，可以穿到一起，对他有很大很大的帮助。有道无术，术可求；有术无道，止于术。我们一定要把这个智慧门打开，这样的话，我们就事半功倍啊！
Grace will head back to Australia in 3 days. Before that, she wants to learn as much as she can. Jasmine mentioned to her that Shaolin, a kung fu master, lives on the top of Songshan Mountain. He seldom meets strangers. Fate will decide if a meeting is on the cards. Grace insists that she doesn't want to miss the chance. Jasmine will do everything he can to make it happen.
I'm just going to take a photo.
They climb the mountain for 4 hours in the hope of meeting him.
有人吗？
The next day, Grace insists on going to see him, even though she's in great pain. She hopes he will be here and offer her some instruction and advice.
Ni hao, Shifu.
你好，师傅。然后我们是来是得见师傅的。哦，我师傅他正在闭关。啊，那我们可以进来吗？进来吧。好，谢谢。
谢谢。
Although they are granted entry, Shaolin is busy conducting a closed-door practice. Even though Grace doesn't understand why he did this, Grace respects that he must have his reasons. She vows to learn more about these closed-door practice sessions upon her return to Australia.
这是送给你的禅威文化的一些光盘和书，师傅在闭关。
谢谢你。
不客气。希望你能够回去看一看，了解一下，然后在生活中去修习它，然后对你的身心有帮助。It's good for your mentally and physical.
Grace will head back to Australia soon. She has benefited a lot from this trip.
You see that rock?
Mm-hmm.
Before leaving, she would like to stage a graduation performance for her fellow friends and for her teacher.
Come on!
Hang on, I think I can do it on my own.
Okay, very good.
Yes! Oh my god! Ow, ow. I did it! Yes!
从第一天来见到他的时候，感觉他喜欢武术，很意外，因为这么漂亮一个女生对少林功夫有点痴迷，还是挺惊讶的。但随后接触的话，看来她还是挺能吃苦的。 其实对于基本功的训练呢，还有套路的认识能力啊，都非常好，还是有点基础的，悟性还是挺高的。而且他的那个筋下叉，对于正常人来说的话是很难完成的，但他在短时间内能完成的这么好，基本上已经是3个叉已经完成2个，非常厉害。所以说，如果想要把这个练好的话，还要他回到他的家乡，他自己去努力去练，希望他能理解得更深。
When I return home, I'll think I will be a stronger person. For instance, with Kung Fu, I have been challenged physically more than I've ever been challenged in my life before. My body is changing and I feel great, I feel really healthy. So if I continue to practice Kung Fu, then I think I'll return home physically fit, but also in the same sense mentally stronger as well, because I have seen that I can do these things and I am capable, I'm not weak. I believe I am going home to Australia a completely different person.